I actually already made a video about this, about how they cut off my. They actually, this was in the past. Um, One thing that went through, like I say, it's hard to fight an enemy that knows you're their enemy or whatever. Um, like I said, Kennedy and some of the other presidents had a lot more power than me. Um, anyway, though, before certain things were stopped or certain things were against the law, some things happened. Like, for instance, they had actually somehow gotten me as a child or gotten me and then cut off the front of my frontal lobe, or at least that would have happened. Like I said, when I became human, I made myself, or when I did this, decided to come down here and be with people in a normal way. I left myself wide open for a lot of really bad things. And so the Kennedys or somebody had my frontal lobe cut off. Now, some computer AI or someone from the future fixed it or was able to still communicate with me or something like that. Like I said, it was really weird to have things happen to you in the past and then you get to the present paradoxes and stuff. Um, so they did that, and they did a lot of other things. I went through a lot of different stages, a lot of different very, 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 very bad things and painful things. Not really painful, but just finding out that all this stuff had happened, or having this stuff happen to me and then not happen to me, or whatever. It was really weird. So that happened to me. Like I said, probably because the Kennedys had stolen a lot of stuff and done a lot of bad things, and were trying to do a world takeover or something like that. I'd say some of my quotes that I heard of the Kennedys were that they are America, that they built America, and some other things, which is kind of ridiculous because I built America more than anything else, and I didn't even really build it. I just paid for it, or directed people to do it. And really, like I say, I can't really even take any credit for it because it was the Japanese, it was the Chinese, it was the Indians. The Indians had a lead mine, or had a mine somewhere. They were mining minerals for me or whatever. I was paying them, helping them, and stuff. And lots of different groups. Like I said, America is Germany. America is Scotland. Scotland did their thing over here too. I mean, like Jewish communities came to America. Even Israel and even gypsies. There was a time when America was failing, and the gypsies were like, "Your country's failing. You need help." And I was like, "Oh." And then they came and did their thing, and America does better. So, like, I couldn't even say that. I couldn't even say I am America. I'm not America. Like, America it's Germany, it's Italy, it's France, it's Australia and Russia. Mennonites coming down from Russia. I mean, that's what America is. America is everything. I invented, and I am the creator of humanity and endoskeleton life and the real Lucifer, and the creator of laws. And the most I can say is that I came up with a bunch of laws, so, and named a country. Anyway, though, but like I say, I went through a lot, and like I say, I still get a headache when I think about it. I loved inventing though and stuff, but I get a headache when I think about it because it's just like one of those things. I mean, it's like a nightmare, and it probably would have been easier. Yeah, it's because I guess you could say I put my foot down. I said, this is the way it's going to be to a couple of people. Or something. I'm not exactly sure. So it's ironic that that was America that was actually the problem. Lots of people said America is the problem. Japan, China, Russia, lot of people said, it's America, it's your government. They're the problem. I was like, oh well. And then so I did investigations on America. Like I said, I think that's the problem too, is after every battle, after every engagement, there's always massive investigations, like who ordered what, how it happened and everything, and that knowledge got out. So, or the fact that I would order that for everyone, including Nixon and Kennedy and Carter. Anyway, I don't want to make this about them, but yeah, as a person, I made myself vulnerable, so didn't really realize it until it was too late. So it's funny though, like I said, I had actually chosen to be in a normal human body and not anything special, so that's ironic. It's like I did this to myself. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, I wanted to be able to experience drugs and feel everything humans do. So anyway, you can try and rationalize whether or not I was an AI or what I was beforehand, or how this all happened. But yeah, so anyway though, but yeah, I mean, Kenny's got me good, so a couple other people did too, so anyway. And for some reason I'm still here. I don't know why. So, and then there was all the framing and getting through all that, because they had control of the media and stuff. Like I say, saying that, you can tell from how they say Lucifer lies. It's like, I don't lie. Sometimes I'm wrong, and sometimes I'm fighting huge forces and huge ridiculous groups, like my own government, which is America, or my own whatever president. But I mean, Kennedy family already tried to do that, and that was actually before we had laws against lobotomizing people and cutting off their frontal lobe. There wasn't always laws about cutting off people's frontal lobes. It was actually at one point in time, if your parents or adopted parents wanted to cut off your frontal lobe to make you more docile, they could do that legally. So, legislation, things changed, and now I'm basically intact, I guess. Although considering what the future kind of did with my frontal lobe or whatever, just basically having a computer mimic. It's weird having an AI say, well, they cut off your frontal lobe, but we can simulate it for you. I was like, oh, well, okay, do that. So, anyway, weird moments in my life, in my existence, was that kind of stuff. I think that was before I was 9 years old. Like I say, somewhere around before World War I, before World War II, a lot of things changed. So, and kind of surprised I'm actually stayed free as long as I was. But like I say, it always comes back because I'm real Lucifer, real creator, and real creator of little skeleton life, not just humans, although that did happen later on. So I was a little bit, I always like kind of bring things down, so it's like, well, I'm the creator of humanity and or humans, and all the truth is I'm like up here, so it's like, yeah, whatever, so what? It rains on Tuesdays sometimes. It's like, so what?